Third and goal. Burrow dials it up. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd! And the Bengals are back.
It's a perfectly placed ball, but he won this route, did Boyd, but Burrow won it with his read. I think the ball's going to Jamar Chase.
4 seconds left. Burrow dials it up. Touchdown!
They turned it into a one-on-one route against Ahkello Witherspoon, and the timing between Chase and Burrow, we've known it since LSU. It continues here at Cincinnati. Evident that ball's out of his hands on the break.
Here's Burrow looking for a second option. Sliding. Signals, throws. Higgins, touchdown, Cincinnati. I'm thinking of this one on this whole drive, you know it.
Watch this. Does anybody right there on that D-line look like they're going to rush and get to the quarterback? I mean, they're just standing there. You got all day. That's the part where as a quarterback, it's like, listen, they don't have the same energy they did before.
With another shot here. Burrow tries to get out of it. Buys time. Throws. Touchdown! P-Ryan on the receiving end. And the Bengals cash in.
And lose the challenge, and the Jets did pretty much everything correct, except Joe Burrow ultimately made them wrong by his move.
That's what made the Bengals great last year. That's what they will do again this season. No tentativeness. Final seconds of the first quarter. Burrow on time. Tyler Boyd breaks away, and now it's a foot race. Boyd will take it for the touchdown. Cincinnati gets the score at the end of the first quarter. 56 yards. A catch and run for Boyd.
He thinks if you're going to do that, I will make you pay. I'll take the hit and I'll deliver. And how about Tyler Boyd? After the catch, turns it to the human pinball off of two different defenders.
Got a 14-6 lead on the Jets. Joe Mixon in the backfield on first down and 10 from the 25. Burrow pushing it downfield. The deep shot caught by Higgins. Flags down, and Higgins. Burrow on third and goal. Burrow hooks a pass. Wide open. Chase. Touchdown. Bengals.
Burrow is 8 of 15, barely over 50%. Goes deep down the left sideline, and that's caught. That's T. Higgins to the end zone. So the crowd was growing impatient. The next thing you know, you got a 59-yard touchdown over Xavier Howard's head.
Howard can hold up against Higgins. They want to help out on the other side, so they leave Howard alone, and a good throw. Great job by Higgins with the catch radius to come back to that ball. These Bengal receivers.
Keon Crossan in his spot right now. Burrow has time. Burrow goes deep. Got a man. It is Boyd. Off the fake. Wide open. In for the touchdown. Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
They're showing Mixon again, trying to get this defense to move, and then they just bring Hurst back this way and slide him out into the flat. Nobody picks him up. Aggressive defense trying to take away the potential of the run again. Thinking maybe Cincinnati runs, makes them use that last time out, and instead they get the touchdown.
Friendly words back and forth. Burrow throws over the middle. It's caught by the former Raven. Hayden Hurst reaches for the goal line. In for the touchdown. Oh, that is sweet for Hayden Hurst. Welcome back to Baltimore.
First of all, this takes some time to happen. Nice job by the offensive line, but as soon as he gets on the other side of Josh Bynes, it is over. Now watch him finish this play.
The Bengals end another long drive with a go-ahead score. Burrow will be pushed in and is in for the touchdown. Wilcox, the tight end, was behind him. Wouldn't let Calais Campbell stop him. And Joe Burrow has tied the game with a touchdown run.
Let's just be obvious about it. We know we're scrumming. Let's just put a guy right back there, and it made the difference on that play.
Burrow pulls it down. The quick pass underneath to Mixon into the end zone for the touchdown.
It appears they're going to play coverage.
Burrow trying to elude the pressure, and now he's going to take off and run it. He'll have a first down. He'll have a touchdown.
They are going to blitz here, and then they're going to run across the field, and then look at what happens. This looks like, remember the Jet game? How many times did you see this from Burrow? Where they've got him in the backfield. He's at sack, and then he is.
Burrow, end zone, touchdown. Jamar Chase.
How's this for threading the needle, Greg? Look at the coverage. Debo is all over Chase. Just like a pair of skinny jeans, Greg, and then just... There's certainly plenty of time with timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work the offense.
Burrow throwing this side of the field. Jamar Chase with the catch and up the sideline. And there he goes. Jamar Chase to the end zone for the touchdown. 60 yards.
Second half by Jamar Chase. He's just taken over this football game for the second time. He breaks the tackle of Bradley Roby, and then he's got Tyrann Mathieu, who's one of the best defensive players on the back end. He makes two of them miss.
Yeah, what a joy it was to talk to him this week. Leading tackler for that Falcon defense. Now Burrow off the play fake. He's going to let one fly. Oh, he's got him wide open. And strolling in for the touchdown is Tyler Boyd. 60 yards, and the Bengals are on top 2 minutes in.
You're going to see Tyler Boyd take off, and Richie Grant takes off. He just falls.
Go on to the Super Bowl before falling to the Rams. Off to a great start here as we begin the second quarter. Burrow on a 1st and 10, going to loft it down the sideline. Chase has it, and he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Once again, Cornell Armstrong in coverage on that one, and really doesn't get enough on Jamar Chase as he's coming off the line. When you're in that press coverage like that, you have got to get your hands on him, try and disrupt the timing. The execution again, no matter who's in there for this Falcons defense.
All 3 timeouts inside of a minute. Working the sideline, but then Chase comes back inside, and he's gone. Jamar Chase, second touchdown, this one from 41 yards out. No, instead, how about a sneak from Joe Burrow?
No signal yet.
Looked like he was in. Wait for it.
He certainly did.
Touchdown.
Left guard spot actually goes to his knees. He's not getting any push from there.
You're going to miss Jamar Chase. It would help, if they weren't having to be so reliant.
Burrow, end zone, wide open, touchdown, Tyler Boyd.
And let's see if it's 23 who got his hand on it. Well, Boyd does an outstanding job of finding the hole within that zone. There's the look. Yeah, he sure was. Yeah, it was tipped. Burrow, protected, gets hit a bit. Higgins, what a catch! Wow, touchdown Cincinnati as he took it away from Greedy Williams. He stays over the top of him. Perfect. The ball's coming in. He's going to play it, but there goes Higgins right over the top.
It's 2nd and goal. And Burrow on the sneak. Burrow into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a flag down on the field.
Oh, too late, Kevin. Low-hanging fruit.
Right,
Burrowed his way in. Say it.
Thank you. Say the line, Mark Sanchez. Say the line.
Field goal team ready to roll. You got a Mayday field goal after this throw.
Burrow on the roll. Burrow looking. Burrow to the end zone. Mixon juggling catch for the touchdown. His 4th first half touchdown. 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. 34-0 Cincinnati. He had that little bobble again. Watch the bobble and the feet.
Did you see him break his route off and work scramble drill when he felt?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow flips it outside to P. Ryan. And P. Ryan with blockers 2 in front of him, and then down the sideline to the end zone. Great blocking in front of P. Ryan, who played his blockers perfectly and found the end zone for the touchdown.
The ball is coming out on time and in a perfect place for his receivers to catch the ball.
First red zone trip for the Bengals. Out here to the near side, P. Ryan shaking the tackler to the 5 to the end zone. Did he get in? It is a touchdown. P. Ryan in there on 2nd and goal. Burrow throwing, end zone, caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That's Trenton Irwin. His first touchdown catch of this season, and the Bengals are back on top.
It's a perfect throw, so Irwin's going to come inside and then break back out. Burrow's going to bring on the sprint out pass, and he's just going to wait. That is tight coverage. Tight coverage. They have, on this drive, neutralized the defensive front.
P. Ryan, right side, 5. Looking for the pylon. Did he get there? Touchdown.
So the Bengals are in business. Burrow uncorks it. End zone. Touchdown. T. Higgins. Cincinnati takes the lead.
Watch this route, because Higgins wins it by being physical at the end with the rookie with McCrary. Because
let's see if the Bengals can finish the deal. 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback draw. Burrow has just enough room to find the end zone. It's a touchdown. His 5th rush touchdown of the season.
Draw the double team on 99 right there. You know, high point every time.
Could be dangerous right here. 3rd and 8. He's at the bottom of the screen, but Burrow's going the other way, and he's got Higgins, and he dives for the touchdown. What a play by T. Higgins.
Brady doesn't take sacks, and he gets the ball out quick, and they're always one of the top scoring teams. That's what you want.
1st and goal. Backpedaling, hand wide open at the 5, and that's a touchdown for Chris Evans, who's barely seen the field and comes in and scores the go-ahead touchdown.
Reading the defense and understanding what is happening, making a play, and now on the 15-yard line going in.
Burrow to the end zone. Touchdown, Jamar Chase.
Watch the reaction. He's running his route. He's not expecting it. Oh, there's a ball right there.
Oh, hello. This is Mixon. No, the fake to Mixon. The throw, and here is all alone for the touchdown, Trenton Irwin.
Got to read your key. Hard play action, and then you see him wide open, easy layup for Joe Burrow, taking advantage.
Asiasi moves to the left side, so does Higgins.
I like to see the shift and then the motion. Now people got to get set, get to know what they're in.
To the end zone, back of the end zone, Higgins with the touchdown.
Go ahead and run that. Get ready to pause right after this play fake. And go ahead and play. You're going to run around the world, and you just pick the guy who's running around the world the fastest. Iron on iron.
It's looking that way. There's the pass, and it's caught by Boyd. Bengals take the lead. He beat D. Delaney.
He's trying to go to Chase inside. He's covered, and then Burrow adjusts and throws the ball perfectly to the outside, and that's going to stand for a touchdown as Delaney falls down right at the end.
2nd and goal. That's Chase, and that's a touchdown.
And there it is. Joe Burrow was tied with Brady for the most fourth quarter touchdown passes this season at 14.
Fakes it, throws it. Wilcox has it. Touchdown, Cincinnati for the closer.
Cincinnati had their worst half,
but lately they are really protecting Joe Burrow.
Jamar Chase named to the Pro Bowl. Burrow looking down the sideline. Higgins, 50-50 ball. It's caught by Higgins, more like 80-20.
Let's just play our game.
Here's Burrow out of the gun on 2nd and 5. Catch made. T. Higgins lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. And they just moved it down the field.
Bears still lead 7-6. Back to you guys in New England.
The throw to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Trenton Irwin. Joe Burrow is throwing BBs. And the Bengals are rolling.
Well, we saw the end result, Ian, which is Trenton Irwin running from the slot down the middle of the field against 2 deep coverage. If you want to run it, that's where it would go.
Burrow on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! He hits Irwin. The Bengals build on their lead. And Joe Burr is getting it done in the cold.
2 to the inside with those 3 receivers to one spot. 2 to the outside, inside, and then to the outside, they break out Trenton Irwin.
Watch for Hurst. He has a couple 3rd down receptions already in this one. Williams the block at the left tackle. To the end zone. Chase. Touchdown. They beat Worley.
Which leaves one-on-one. You got Jamar Chase on Worley, who just came off the IR. Burrow's hit all 6 on this drive. Burrow looks underneath. Chase to the end zone. Touchdown. Jamar Chase carried the load on that drive. 5 receptions of the first touchdown of the night.
You're going to see Roquan Smith right here as they go to the post, go with him, and that's going to open it up on the backside here for Jamar Chase. Once he turns his back, Burrow knew right where he was going with the football. He took a shot right as he threw that one, but he stood in there for the touchdown.
Great mix. Now he runs the back. Burrow keeps. Flag is down, though, as Burrow slithers his way in for the touchdown. Offsides on Baltimore, so this will, in all likelihood, stand up. That was the initial signal to the referee, Clay Martin.
Offside. Defense. Bring up in the neutral zone. Please decline. Go for the play. Is a touchdown.
Clever little run that time.
2nd and 3. Burrow facing pressure. Goes over the top. Wide open is Chase. And he splits the defenders for the touchdown. Thought that was going to be so essential to his team's hopes. 3rd and 7. To the end zone. Open! Wide open! Hurst hauls it in for another Cincinnati touchdown.
All of these things. Chase is a decoy on a screen, and Hurst is wide open. All the way on the outside.
Able to seal him. Here's the pass. Oh, what a catch! Leaping into the air and pulling it down is T. Higgins. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the game. 27 yards.
When I talked about the adjustments and how high level, and here to Higgins, guess what, Jim? Wide side of the field. Take them all off the field. No one double teams you there. I don't think they're going to go for it here. Kansas City, be smart. If they do, this is aggressive.
Oh, this is aggressive. This is what you called it. Here's the pass down the field. And look at the catch. Leaping into the air and coming down with it.